You are watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video. You are watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video. You are watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video. You are watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video.
Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Hey, Mary. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Here we go. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Father Fish, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Phew, worn out, but I'm here.
Well, you're packing. You're doing what I'm just thinking about starting.
I know. Have you told everybody your news?
I'm working on it.
All right.
Yeah, I talked to my daughter today, and she's real excited about it. She's gonna help me out, so that's gonna make a big difference. I talked to half a dozen family, and they're all excited about my coming back. I have not been living in Maryland for 30 years, and when I left a huge family, and I've seen them sporadically over the years, but haven't really been around them much. So I'm excited about it. You're getting back, getting back with family, which is frankly where I need to be. Let's see. I'm going to try to. I need to get this. Okay, we got it now.
That's right, Grin. I'm glad you were singing.
Who's singing? You didn't catch that.
Hey, Alan. Grinwood said he was singing along with us, too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? Let's see. Am I getting my... There we go. There we go. Alan Tooth. So I guess I'll do the announcement. Alan doesn't know about this yet. Last Thursday evening, as I was struggling to get ready for the Venice club meeting, trying to get all the equipment together, trying to get it hauled over there and get it set up. In the middle of all of that, my brother called me. Now, I've been asking him to look around for a place for me to live. I've been trying to find a place down here, a place up there. Nothing was working out. It was all a real struggle. This has been going on since January. So he called me up at 6 o'clock and he said, pack your bags. He said he found a little cottage, right. But it's frankly no smaller than what I'm doing right now. I'm renting a couple of rooms in a house, and I've got the use of the kitchen and the bathroom. So this will be no smaller than what I have. So I looked at it, told him, let me think about it. Told him back Friday morning and said, let's do it.
All right.
Since then, I've been working on all the details to try to figure out what I need to do to get up there. And everything's falling into place. So
that's wonderful.
it looks like it's going to happen. That'll be the end of June.
So it's coming up quick.
Yeah, coming 1 month, about 1 month. I will be ready to move out of here in a month and go back to Maryland. And I've decided one of the things I'm going to do when I get back there is I'm going to go fishing. And we're going to do, in addition to fish, we're going to do a fishing channel.
All right.
Because I know where to catch big bass and sailfins, and we'll see about all that. But
that's going to be fun.
we're going to go fishing. And another thing I like to do up there is fossil hunting. So we can also do some fossil and Native American artifacts. There's a nice series of areas up there for that too. So it's going to be fun. We'll have a good time.
A new chapter.
Who else here? Scott Stickleback. Hey,
Scott and Wendy.
Nice to see you. Pipe Thirsty. Do you know Pipe Thirsty?
I don't, but I think I've seen it.
Well, welcome, Pipe Thirsty. Nice to have you with us. We're going to turn you blue, so whenever YouTube gets around to it, you will be blue with a wrench.
That's right.
Everybody gets to be blue with a wrench. Let me suggest something to you. I'm going to go. Let's go big here. There we go.
Let's go big. Might not want to see me close up. I've been like stressed out. Look, I've even been crying. You know me, I'm always crying. But
you're either crying or you're smiling.
Yeah, anytime that I go through changes, it tears me up. But I'm getting there.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to do. Well, that's good. Hey, Moon Boots. Good to see you, Moon Boots. Nice to have you with us. Somebody asked me why everybody gets a wrench. And here's why.
Great responsibility.
Here's why. On Friday, EJ was up, and somebody came on and made an off-color comment.
Uh-oh.
It was picked up in less than 5 seconds. It was deleted, and the person was putting the time out. I was notified, and we booted them. That's why you guys are all on guard duty.
Right.
Every one of you. And anybody who is going to abuse the privilege ain't going to be around more than 15 or 20 seconds. And their comment will be deleted.
Right on.
So we tolerate a lot of monkey shines and a lot of shenanigans.
A lot of monkey
shenanigans.
A little tomfoolery. A little bit of tomfoolery.
Some tomfoolery, right? Well, maybe even more tomfoolery. But we don't tolerate anybody. Particularly, there was a wonderful comment. Don't abuse the women. Don't abuse the women. That was the guy. It was well put. Well put. So we don't abuse anybody here.
Right. This is a safe place where we can all come.
That's right.
Yeah. Talk about anything.
My 11-year-old granddaughter is in here. Who's coming up here? Kevin. Kevin wants to speak to the issue. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
What's going on?
How are you? You're
good.
out.
How are you?
It looks nice there. Where are you?
I'm kind of on my back patio. I'm cooking out some steaks.
Oh man.
Let's see.
So what time do we need to show up?
Really?
Hey, hang on. How do I redo this cam? I always have trouble with this.
There's
you
a
trying to
little
turn?
gearbox down the bottom, on the bottom of the screen.
Oh crap!
He's
It
freezing,
says,
knocking himself off. He's still got it figured out. You
his
can
picture
turn it
looks good
around.
though. Yeah, hit that one in the middle that says settings. That has like the little, what do you call that? A little cod or whatever you call that thing. The
Yeah,
little thing in the middle that says settings, and it'll bring up your camera,
I
and
think
it'll
we
say
lost him.
front.
He'll be back.
What's it?
Let's see.
Come back, Kevin.
I'm gonna kick him and let him come back up. Come on back, Kevin. Glory, Grenwood. Hey, Grenwood. EJ's saying technology grand.
Right.
Press
was
alpha.
that?
Hi, press alpha.
What just went by my camera? I don't know what that
Jeez.
was.
Is that a bird?
I don't know what that was.
That's funny. EJ wants to know, Mary, how many aquariums do you have?
Yes, I have 9 nanotanks. The biggest one is a 20-gallon. The smallest one is a 3-gallon, and the rest are 5 gallons. So it shouldn't be that hard to move. I'm just going to drain them, set them on the floor, maybe put my fish in something and carry them in the truck because I'm afraid the camper is going to slosh around a lot, getting it moved where it needs to move.
Well,
But
I mean,
yeah, it's a little stressful, and I'm
drop
hoping
the water
everything
level
works.
down to 2 or 3 inches,
Yeah,
and you'll be okay.
and it's kind of scared. Like the fish fam really came in to help me with this move, and I just want to tell anybody watching, thank you so much. I'm waiting on the bid to get it actually moved. We've got the internet coming in Wednesday. We've got the water. We've got the electric. I bought a tarp because we did get a leak in it. And I've got to build like a kitty condo because we're going to be in the middle of kind of got some neighbors around us and some farmland around us. So I don't want the animals just running loose. And it's going to be a new adventure for a little while, but hopefully, yeah, eventually I have a neighbor that's supposed to help us buy a little piece of property back here. And I may actually have a place to stay permanently after this. So,
Nice.
Look at that, Kevin. Nice.
Yeah, this is my. Sorry, I'm having difficulties.
What's the
You're
problem?
doing great. Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I have some like 12 golden white clouds in here,
Okay.
and I just got a pair of paradise fish yesterday. I threw in here.
That's the problem right there.
Why?
That's the most aggressive fish you can put in a tank.
Well, I mean, they were a little chilly because it's only like 60 degrees here in Wisconsin. So I threw in this 400-watt heater. So now I got it up to 65.
Oh, nice.
So they're doing good. It's just, yeah. Then I got a bunch of floaters, and this is dirted.
So
Oh,
the mountain
cool.
minnows will be able to escape the paradise. And
You think-
the paradise will do so well out there. They're going to really thrive in that.
Right.
They're a real insectivore. You know,
They
go
really-
after mosquito, water beetles.
Right. I had these white clouds out here last year, and they did really good.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to get, it was either more white clouds. I'm like, oh, I'll throw a pair of paradise fish in there.
That's
Well, they'll
neat.
do fine. They'll love it. And,
Yeah.
and the white clouds will be able to, they're pretty quick. They should not have a problem.
Yeah, I really like the golden white clouds.
Oh, I've got some of them here in my discus tank. I've got a small,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, with these discus and waru.
Oh, this discus are great.
There's a hatchet. I got a hatchet in there. I didn't know he
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So, well,
Yeah,
good.
then I did dirt this tub, but then I threw this pot in here. I had a mangrove plant in here, and it died. I got it from a guy. It died. So then I just threw the whole tub in here, and then I'm just kind of putting some plants on top of that.
Yeah, good. Good. Yeah, looks great.
So
Going to be loaded with fish by the end of the summer.
That's
Right.
really
that's what's
great.
great.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, when I get
Right.
moved, I'll get to do some tubbing. So I'm excited about that because I could do my rice fish and I could do my Vienna guppies, and I think that'd be pretty cool.
Rice fish would be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Levi.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Kevin.
you,
Nice to
Kevin.
see you. Appreciate it.
That
Definitely.
was fantastic.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye, Kevin. Oh, that was really nice.
Yes.
I love seeing everybody's aquariums, tanks, tubs.
I know it. I know it.
Let's see, Levi and EJ, and let's see, Roman's here, Greg, Scott, Paul Fish Keeping or Pennsylvania Fish Keeping,
I saw
Fish Preacher, I mean.
Pennsylvania Preacher, right.
Yeah, Preacher, I keep saying Fish Keeping, sorry. And then George Trotter, and let's see, NYC, and I saw some, oh, Georgian Lundberg, hello from Norway. I didn't say that right.
Nice.
Yeah. Horgan, I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Lundeberg.
Yeah.
Freshwater Ichthyology is here. Is that
Hey!
Rebecca?
Hi, Rebecca. There she is.
Right. Nice to see you, Rebecca. Delighted to have you here.
And I ate tacos a minute ago, and they gave me dry mouth. They were salty. Taco Sunday.
Nice.
Oh my goodness! So I'm a little praying you will get permanent
Levi
placement.
is setting up a tub.
Yes.
Wonderful. Josh is
Levi.
here. Corporal
Yes.
Jagger. Hey, Josh. Nice to see you.
And CPL Jaeger. Yep, you just said that.
Josh, right. He's in Tennessee.
Oh, there's Plant Life Project. Hello, you guys. Listen, you love Father Fish Tanks. Check out Plant Life Projects. I've said it a bunch of times on this channel, but he does ripariums where he teaches us how to do like a deep substrated tank, but then adding the house plants to it. Fantastic videos.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, they are so good. I'm just like, hello. I'm glad you're here.
Let's see. Jorgen Lundenberg.
Yes.
How about sand snail in a dirty tank?
dirty
Sand
tank.
snail. Yeah, not a problem. He's probably talking about Malaysian trumpets.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're actually perfect in a dirted tank. They only go down half an inch at the most, so they're not going to go way down deep. And they do till the soil. They till that top layer, which is probably the most important part. So they certainly cannot hurt anything. And I think they're highly beneficial.
Oh, yes.
I like them a lot.
You like them a lot.
And we're going to turn Jurgen.
Yay.
Turn him blue. You are now blue.
You are part of the gang now.
Right. Absolutely. Doc Fresh is here.
Moon boots.
Again. EJ's saying hello to Doc Fresh. Oh, she's called. That's right.
Yeah, Doc Fresh on Freshwater Ichthyology. Let me find her link too. And did everybody remember to hit the link? Or hit the link. Hit the like. And y'all are welcome to drop each other's channels and let's get subscribed.
Yeah, by all means, drop some links, guys.
Yes. Y'all are all in blue, so you can drop links. Let's drop them
we want to be able
support
to do
each
that.
other.
We want to be able to make sure we're signed up on each other's channels. EJ and I are putting together. She's brand new to the hobby, and is adopted the father fish method almost right out of the gun, and is having tremendous success with it. So we're going to try to put together a video or two talking to brand new people. We want to reach brand new people. So we need to find a way to do that. We need to come up with titles and pictures for people who are just setting up their very first aquarium. And we're going to
Right.
teach you how to do it right from the beginning without spending more than, pick a number, $100. $100 tops.
Right. And you don't even have to spend that much.
You really don't. You can get a used deal for 10.
Right. But I mean, basically for father fish, you need some dirt, you need some sand. You can find you a tank at a flea market or on the side of the road or on Facebook, and a good LED light. And you don't have to have a fancy LED light. I recommend Hydra lights because I'm part of their, they've been sending me things and I support them. But for the money, they're great. But you can just get like a LED light, you know, something, a little spotlight. And you
Yeah, a
can
lot of people are using the gooseneck lamps.
Yeah.
You can get really cheap LED goosenecks on Amazon for under $10 or under 20, something real cheap, and they're
And then
perfectly effective.
You use the lights you use are just like, are they like shop lights, or what is the ones you use, Father?
Basically, yeah, this is an $8 shop lights, 4'2" fluorescent LED. I get these by the box full. I get like 8 in the box for $50, and that's basically what I use. There are better ones. You can get really good, like 4-foot strips, double strip LED for about $20, and that's powerful. That's really effective.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to spend much money on lights, and then you need a little air pump and a sponge filter.
Right.
And that's about it.
EJ said that first thing she had was a glowfish tank or whatever, you know, the little kits.
Right.
That's what this was. This was one of those glowfish kits, and I had glow bettas in it. And so look at it now, though. I took that blue light off and put a little light on it. This is a Hydra light on top of it, and put some plants in there and deep substrate, and I love it.
Thomas Hines. Hello, Thomas Hines. Nice to see you.
Thomas.
Renwood.
Oh, got you, CPO. People are dropping their links. Thank you, thank you. And I'm a little bit off tonight. I'm so tired.
Moonboo said, I never take a shower or bathe.
Right.
Bathtub pond turned out to be a great idea.
I love it.
To use that wasted space.
Heck yeah. Well, I always said my daughter's got like a double wide trailer, and it's got, you know, a lot of double wides have these big, fancy garden tubs in them. And then it's got a stand-up shower. So I don't understand why you can't just use your stand-up shower and turn that into a pond. That big garden tub is perfect.
Really, right. When Lucas moved a couple of weeks ago, he had his bathtub full of plants.
Yeah.
He showed his bathtub full of plants. Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, I've still got my 33-gallon that I could set up. And I'm thinking about setting it up where my couch is. You know, I'm in a camper, so the front room is like, you know, a couch and an eating area or whatever. But it does have a little shelf area behind the couch. And like we use our bedroom for our living room. We, you know, this is the room I sit in and do my aquarium. So I'm just going to surround myself.
That's what you got to do. Yeah,
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know how I'm going to do yet when I get up to Mary. I got to wait and see. My brother said there's a little nook off the kitchen that he thinks will work. So if there's a window there, that'll be perfect.
Oh, it'll be perfect.
Thomas says his life is in chaos. Take care, Thomas. Praying for you. Keep it together.
Yes, we are.
Kenneth D. Hey, Kenny.
Hey, Kenneth. Thomas, you hang in there because I've been through some things of that. And look at me. That's why my eyes are also, I've cried and I've carried on. But just keep on keeping fish and sharing and coming on live streams and getting a little bit of sunshine. That's what I do. This is what brightens my days.
Really? Sandy go. Hello, Sandy. Nice
Sandy.
to see you.
Let's see.
All right. Scott has a question.
Scott. Thank you. You got it.
How long does it take a stream or river substrate to burn out or just lose all most nutrients? Substrate not capped. How long does it take a stream or river substrate
Substrate not capped.
to burn it? You mean a tank to burn it. If you continue adding humic substance like leaves to it, and you continue feeding the fish, it will not burn out. You will be continuing to add nutrients to it. Now, this came up today on Discord. No, it was a question. Somebody wanted to know about, I ought to try to find that, but I don't know where it was. Somebody wanted to know about the supplement. So here's the deal with the supplement. The supplement is about 10 different minerals and compounds that are added to the soil to increase the longevity of that soil by about 5 years. In 5 years, the natural circulation, if you will, of minerals and humic substances, of detritus and other waste filtering down through the sand into the soil, and once it hits the soil, being broken down and taken up by humic material and fed back into the plants. It takes about 5 years to get that cycle fully established. So by adding these supplements, you're giving your substrate the longevity that it needs to be able to do the long-term work that needs to go on for it to become a genuinely permanent environment. So that's the answer to that. I don't know why your substrate is not capped, but it absolutely needs to be capped.
That's the secret ingredient. Just cap it.
Absolutely is.
I don't care what kind of substrate. If you got aqua soil, you got gravel, you got, well, of course, soil. Just throw a cap of sand on it, and you'll be amazed at what it
turns
can
it
do.
around. It absolutely makes the difference. Where's Thomas? Thomas Hines, right?
Let's see.
Corporate Jagger is posting something. I don't know who.
Oh, that was their channel.
Okay,
That's
good.
their channel.
Good. George is saying I've done it the wrong way far too long. I hear
Right.
that, George, and I hear that over and over again. That's why we need to reach new people. I think
Right.
that's going to be where this channel will really begin to grow, when we find a way to really reach all the new people coming in, because that's going to get them started right out of the gun. They'll be doing it right. They'll be thrilled about it. They'll be excited. They'll move out from there to all the other channels and say, man, I can handle it. I can do anything.
Yeah. You know, it's made me enjoy other channels more because I've got my substrate system down pat. I mean, and you can tweak it a little bit and play with it and do it your way. You know, I have nano tanks, but then after that, I can go to other channels and learn about the fish, or I can learn about plants, or I can learn about aquascaping. But I know that my basic thing for my aquariums is having that substrate. And I don't have any problems with water parameters. I mean, it just works for me. And I knew nothing, except for I kind of failed the first time around in the hobby.
Kevin Rosenberg says,
Kevin!
Are you going to redo your 40 breeder? So upset it leaked. I told this story Friday. I'll tell it again. For a Thursday, I was at the club meeting. I'd taken my computer over there, realized I forgot my power cord, so I had to come back, only a 5-minute drive.
Oh, yeah.
I came back, snagged the power cord, looked down here, and water was overflowing out of these tanks. How in the world did that happen? I looked up, and there was no water in that tank. I had not been gone 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, that thing went from full to empty. So I started flopping around in there looking for fish. And I got them. I got this guy for one. who I was really worried about. There are two of them in there. He was okay, and most everybody else I was able to get out. And now I put my ferns in there. What I'm gonna not set this up. I'm gonna leave it behind, but I will take a 40 breeder with me or two because I really like the tank. I've got more of them in storage.
I was going to
So
say, you've got a bunch in storage.
yeah, I've got half a dozen, I think, in storage. So that's the other thing I need to do. I need to liquidate all my storage. So I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of tanks. I've got 100 tanks in storage. A lot of them, I'm going to take a bunch back with me because I'm going to run a little business back in Salisbury, setting up small tanks and selling them with fish in them ready to go
Ooh.
to college students.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Here's Scott. Let's see what Scott's up to. Hey, Scott.
Hey, how are you today? So we're starting
How
here.
are you?
We
got a bucket.
Fantastic. Yep,
Got a
we got a
bucket.
muck bucket. It doesn't stink anymore, by the way.
All right, that's a good thing.
It's
Right.
balanced out.
Finally, it stunk for a while. I'm just
Oh,
going
is
to run
this-
it back into the house.
Is that
We
what
see
you
your
were
feet.
talking about?
No.
Okay.
That is 25 days. It got cold last night. That's the one there.
Nice.
It's got
That's
guppies in
what I
there.
want to do for my rice fish. I want to do some little tubs like that.
Yeah, let me turn the
Right.
volume down on the TV because otherwise we're going to echo. We get Father Fish on the big screen, see?
Of
Oh,
course.
I'm on the big screen too. Hi. All right. So Wendy is in Atlantic City,
Uh-huh.
and this is the 75.
That's the one that was all like clouded up last time we saw it. Look how
Yep,
clear
this
it
is
is.
about 90 days in. The first fish we threw in there was, we always throw guppies in there for our test.
Yeah.
And I'll show the fish in a second, but the prize is actually right there. What's that, Father Fish? You know what it is.
That
The
plant.
plant?
The
Yeah,
water lily.
not the plant. You're
So
close.
There's
Oh,
a
I see.
convict cichlid just swam
I
out.
just saw
Yeah,
that.
no. But what is the? I know what it is. It's getting ready. It's a tiger lily.
Yeah.
Yes,
See
right.
that flower.
What's yeah. So in about a week and a half.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's
Yeah.
what I
Oh, look at all
recommend you do.
Uh-huh.
I recommend you take most of those leaves out. Just break them or cut them off.
Yep.
That will promote the lower leaf growth.
And it'll push up. Yeah.
And it'll
Okay.
come up more. It'll fill the tank more. What
Oh,
those liquids will do, all of that lower growth will stop.
Okay.
It'll go away. It'll disappear. So you
Okay.
want to leave 2 or 3 if you want, if you
Uh-huh.
like them. I always pull all mine off.
Okay.
That's what I did. I cut all those first growths off and then let it bush up.
Yeah, and what happened is this actually this propagated out. It's not a dwarf lily; it's actually a standard lily.
Yeah.
And it actually propagated off of the node, the bulb, and
Yep.
so
Okay.
I've cut 2 of them off already and transplanted them.
Nice.
But yeah, and these are actually you call them convicts, but these guys are actually blue acaras, not neon blue acaras.
Nice, okay.
They're
Yep.
beautiful. And out of the 5, you got 2 puppies. That is a Geophagus alterfrons puppy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and that's what Wendy wanted in these tanks, and that's gorgeous. So
Beautiful.
I'm gonna go to the question.
Wonderful fish.
Yeah, they are. I hope they grow. Hope they survive. All right. So, like life is an experiment, right? We only go through once. And this is the question that I asked you. If I can get the lens up, I get the brightness. My apologies. It's gonna be tough. So this is a pure sand substrate from a river. And Wendy threw some rocks on it. And this is just our live breeder tank. And some of the plants, they're just kind of struggling a little bit. But we do put plenty of food in there, and there are plenty of, there's plenty of plants up top. And we've got over 100 babies in there.
Well, the tank looks fine. I don't
Yeah.
think there's a problem with it.
Okay, so just let it do its thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I've got other tanks I'm not going to show you today because they're not quite there, and I don't want to take up all the time. But thank you for answering the question, Father Fish.
Give it done.
Congratulations
Oh,
on getting a place.
And tell Wendy it looks fantastic.
I will. She's in Atlantic City with her daughter having a blast. And of course there's Puppy.
There's Puppy.
And thank you again. Thank you for the answer. So just let it roll and do its thing.
You bet.
All right. Can I take some of that nasty stuff off the bottom of the muck bucket and put it in there?
Yes.
A little at a time, right? Don't over. Okay.
Don't overdo it. Yeah.
Just a little at a time.
A cup or so. Yeah.
Okay. Drained or with water in it?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. And obviously that's enough fish food for them forever.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All
Great.
right. Thank you, Father Fish. Have a very good evening. I will watch you on the big screen.
All right.
too,
Take care,
Scott. Excuse me. Let's see. Freshwater ichthyology and Crawl Rider is talking about, let's see here. I've seen a video of yours where you say one should keep fish at 80 plus Fahrenheit. Is that okay for cold water fish? Wouldn't that accelerate their metabolism and shorten their lifespan? Sorry, I can't talk. And Freshwater ichthyology had made the comment, it depends on the cold water fish and what you define as cold water.
Yeah,
So, and believe me, freshwater ichthyology is, y'all can listen to what she says. You can bank on.
Solid as a rock.
Yes.
The whole issue with temperature is speaking to people who have so-called tropical fish. Now, when I say tropical fish, I'm not talking about Native American fish. There is not one Native American fish that I consider a tropical fish. When I use the term tropical fish, I'm talking about fish that come from a tropical environment where the ambient temperature never or rarely, if ever, goes below 80 degrees, where it's hot all the time. That means the water temperature is hot all the time. Now, it has to do with one simple thing. That one simple thing is ick. Ick is the bane of hobbyists. There are two things that people do wrong, and brand new people do wrong, and sometimes people who've been around 70 years do wrong. The same two things. One is overfeeding, and the other is letting the temperature get too low for fish that require warmer temperature. And what happens when you do that is that it creates an environment in which the North American parasite, the ick parasite, can set up housekeeping in that tank. They cannot live and thrive in warm water. They are a cold water parasite. So you get them when the temperature drops. You don't get them at 82 degrees plus. So the way to get rid of them, obviously, is warm water. You kick the temperature up to 86 degrees, leave it there for a couple of days, they will be gone. It's really that simple. And that's what the whole discussion about 82 degrees is all about. It's got nothing to do with Native American fish. The Native Americans that I collect here in Florida will live in 40-degree water. In fact, they'll live in 35-degree water. They'll live in water down next to freezing. So any North American fish is going to manage fine in colder water. One of the fish that I have not been able to keep here in Florida that I very much want to keep, I will be able to keep in Maryland, and that's the stickleback.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
It's a cold water fish. It will not tolerate temperatures above 80 degrees. It dies. So I'm looking forward to getting them and keeping them once I get back up to Maryland.
I'm dropping Higer's link in there because they have some good digital heaters too, not only lights, but they've got these little heaters that are so easy to use, if that's okay.
EJ, his tiger lily did not flower. There are two ways that it multiplies, reproduces. One is by flower and seed. The other is by the bulb. It's like cell separation. It creates new bulbs that grow right attached to it, which is actually a whole new plant. And that's what he found. He found these little new plants growing on the bulb.
I know I've got some right now that are bulbs.
Yeah, yeah. Now there are two different kinds of these plants. The one is a bulb, like these. The other is a tuber. The tuber is essentially the lily, the real lily, like the wild lilies growing around. They grow on a tuber, a long tube kind of plant that sends out new plants off of it. So one tuber can be 10, 20, 30 feet long with roots coming off of it and all kinds of plants. You can see a pond that's full of lilies growing on one plant that is simply grown out that much. That's different from these bulbs that the tiger lily grows on. That's different again from the Aponogeton. The lily has like a potato. It's like a potato. It grows spuds, and the little spuds grow new plants. With the Aponogeton, it has a center that the plant grows out of. So if that center gets damaged or diseased, the whole thing dies.
Yeah.
So so that's three different kinds of plants that grow, these bulb or tuber plants that grow in three completely different ways. All three of them will blossom, bloom, and make seeds. But that's not the most common way that they multiply. So thanks for that question, EJ.
George was asking what kind of sand was, I think, the best for white sand. And I was just putting in there, if you can find pool filter sand, that's a good one. And I mean, you can buy white sand, but it gets kind of expensive. Like I have some, what do you call it? Carib Sea Supernaturals. But if I find pool filter sand, I'd use that all day.
Yeah, EJ says ick is only a problem here, not Europe. No, there are different species of ick. And of course, ick is pretty well traveled around the world in the last 100 years or so. So it's found everywhere. But there are different species. There are apparently, from what I have heard, some species that will tolerate warm temperatures, but they, to my knowledge, are not in the hobby. We haven't seen them, haven't had to deal with them yet.
Thanks, Brown.
Scott wants to know the highest temperature is about 90. Last night, 56. Should I worry about it? No. The bigger the body of water, the slower the temperature changes. So tubs that big are not going to drop to 56 at night and go up to 90 during the day. They're not going to fluctuate that much. They may fluctuate 10 degrees, and they will fluctuate from the top to the bottom. So the temperature on the top is not going to be the temperature on the bottom. Generally, if you can bury a tub 6 to 8 inches, that will help to protect it from higher temperatures. Surfy is here. Hey, Surfy.
Yeah, Surfy.
Nice to see you.
And Ariana, hello. Ariana just popped in. She's not blue.
Where is there? There's Ariana.
Yep.
Ariana Malfoy. Let's turn Ariana blue. You are now going to be blue at a wrench.
So Verily's kind of asking the question along with like what Scott was just talking about, using that muck bucket. So she said, so that how I can fix my new tank to make a muck bucket and then add a little bit at a time.
Yeah,
But then
what you can do in that bucket is add leaves to it.
mm-hmm.
You can add dried leaves to it because the muck that's in there has all of the protozoan life that's needed to be able to break down those leaves. So you
Yeah.
can have a real system going in there. Absolutely. And then take out a handful of those leaves and put them in, and you'll be bringing all the life in with them.
Oops, I put tiger lily in that link for the lights and the heater. It must have got me when I was talking. Let's see.
Yeah, that works, Scott. That's fine.
EJ was asking what a stickleback was. I think you didn't. Yeah, what are sticklebacks?
Yeah, stickleback is it's a brackish water fish. It is found in freshwater. In Tennessee, it's found in the creeks and streams. It's found in England, Europe. I don't know if it's in the Far East or not. It's a small fish. They get maximum 3 to 4 inches, fresh to brackish to salt.
Yeah.
And they've got spines on them. They have spines. Mostly the spines are on their dorsal surface. So instead of fin between the spine, it's just a spine that they stick up for protection from being eaten. So it's a way for them to avoid predation. There are sticklebacks with 2 spines, 3 spine, 5 spine, 7 spine. I don't know how many other spines, but they're all different species. They're a unique fish in a lot of ways. They make a nest that is made out of plant material, and it's a tube that the male makes, and he drives the female into it. She swims through it, releasing eggs. He comes right behind her, releasing sperm, and then he chases her out.
Oh,
And he'll
that's
do
wild.
that over and over again. He'll get females into there, they'll swim through it, release eggs, he fertilizes them, and they go out
Well,
until it's full of eggs. I don't
how long?
believe that they do anything to protect their babies.
Okay.
They hatch, they're kind of out and gone.
Now, freshwater ichthyology says we have 2 different stickleback species here. I think
That's
it
right,
is
in England.
3.
Yep.
Yep. 3 spines is freshwater, and the 9 is brackish.
Nice. There is
I
some.
dropped a link there that might show you what a stickleback looks like. I don't know if I dropped the right link. There it is. You might can pull it up on fish. How big do they get?
I don't know, 4 to 5 inches, I think.
Okay.
I don't think they get bigger.
And how long does it take them to hatch their eggs? There's some pictures on here showing the.
Probably 3 days.
Okay. They're neat little fish.
They absolutely are. Let's see, I've got some here.
Did you get it pulled up?
I did.
I gotta grab me some water. I'll be right back.
There we go. So that, it looks like a 4 spine. You can see the spines on it. So they have dorsal and ventral fin. They've got a ventral fin, a dorsal fin at the back of the body, and of course a tail fin. And then there are 2 pectorals. And it looks like at the bottom of the pectoral is a spine, which means it could be on both sides. And then the couple of spines on the top. So that's a 3 spine. Let's see if there's another. Here's one that's bigger. That's about 3 inches. You can see the relative sizes here. There's one about 5 inches. I don't see a spine on that, but that doesn't mean it's not there. It might not be a stickleback. It sort of doesn't look like, but it might be. It looks like a darter. Yeah, that's a brook trout. That's not a stickleback. Let's go back a bit.
Oh, they're cool.
Here. Yeah, we got tangled up with somebody else. Stickleback minnow.
Uh-oh.
Stickleback evolution, brook. Okay. There you go. Brook
There's one picture on here that was really cool. This one right here. There it is, right there. The one in the top left-hand side.
That's the
you can really
spine.
see their little.
Yeah. See the spines, right? There you go. That's 1, 2, maybe 3 on the rear. 4, 5, 6, 7. That looks like 8. It's probably a 9 spine.
And now you said those are found in Maryland. What about somewhere like Kentucky? Do we have sticklebacks here?
I know they're in Tennessee.
Okay.
In the mountain streams. I don't know. They probably are. I don't know where. Here's the 3 spine.
Whoa, my chat just went crazy. Oh, hey, fanatics.
So. Surfy.
Very territorial. Yep.
What else we got here? Fanaticals, 3 spines in local rivers. Where is that, Fanaticals? You know where he is? Rookies. Hey, yes. Nice to see you. Where's Fanatical?
Let's see. And let's see here. Byron says that we're boring him. Let's see here.
They're related to pipefish and seahorses. There you go.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm so fascinated by him.
That's it. He loves seahorses.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to try to take some back with me. What I am planning. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there was a salmon fry set. What I'm going to try to do is find a place down here, a room with someone or a chair or something, so that I can come back down to Florida several months out of the year.
Oh, yeah.
In the winter.
During the winter.
There are things I love to do down here that I can't do in Maryland. But Maryland's going to provide me with, not only do I have an ancient history there, my family is, both sides of my family have been on the eastern shore of Maryland since the mid-1600s. So it's been 370 years that my family has been on. Is that right? No, 400. 400 years. My family has been on the eastern shore of Maryland. So I got deep roots there. And there are a lot of really exciting things to see and do where I'm going to be, which is on the eastern shore of Maryland. That's near Assateague.
Yes.
Near
oh my gosh.
Near Ocean
Where
City.
the horses are, the ponies are.
That's where the ponies are. That's right. So we'll be able to do ponies. A lot of cool stuff. Scott said,
I got to go. Oh, I was just going to say I got to go to the island before I moved here and got to see the horses, where you could just get out at the parks, and that was so neat. Hard shell that most fry don't like, except killifish. EJ said, I read somewhere that I can never read. Yeah, have a hard shell that most fry don't like, except for killifish.
There are others that'll eat them, Cichlid will eat them. Tetras probably won't. Turning into a snowbird. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, original colony. My family, they came over to the Jamestown colony in about 1650, both sides of my family. And they both traveled north up the Chesapeake Bay separately, and they both settled in an area called World's End, which is in Dorchester County, just kind of southeast of Cambridge, Maryland. And they're still there, but nobody is at World's End anymore. It was a mosquito-infested swamp 400 years ago, and it still is today.
Mosquito infested.
Yes,
But I
indeed.
hope maybe I'll get to see you now because you're going to be kind of close to where my youngest daughter is. So I'm looking forward to that.
Right.
Oh, I lost it.
Becca's saying we have invasive rainbow trout and native brown trout in the UK. Sticklebacks in the same area. 3G, hey 3G.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah, my family are settlers, colonists. There's a difference between a settler and whatever the word is.
What about a pilgrim? Or
Well,
no, that's different.
They were New England. There was a New England.
That's right.
Came out of Holland, I think.
Okay. Now I'm real good at history, as you can tell. Oh. Yeah, Jamestown. Yeah, they knew how to pick their location. Yeah, mosquito infested means fish. That's right.
That's right. You bet. Well, at best, it does.
Right.
Not every time. At best, it does. Actually, it doesn't. If there are fish in there, there will not be mosquitoes because they'll keep them pretty well eaten up.
Right. Yeah, Fanaticals. I thought Fanaticals was in UK. That's what I was
EJ,
thinking.
that was not Jamestown. That was New England, where they set up a communal environment. Jamestown was a Wild West town. Jamestown was a place people jumped off the ship and headed for parts unknown to set up homesteads.
There's big city bettas. Hey, Amber.
That was at least by the time my family got there. By my
Yeah.
family, I mean a couple of 16-year-old kids. Which seems odd, except that my grandmother, my mother's mother, came over to Baltimore from Germany in about 1913 as a 13-year-old girl by herself.
Oh, wow.
And she lived with an uncle who was here in Baltimore, so she wasn't, she traveled by herself. She didn't come and find herself at 13 on the street. It wasn't like that. But she traveled all by herself at 13 years old. And that was before they had airplanes. She came over on a slow ship.
Oh, my gosh.
Big City Bettas, hello, hello. Nice to see you.
I need to talk to Amber about I can never say it, the Mahahai Chai Chai, whatever, betta. Me and
Oh, right. Where is
Aqua
Amber?
call them Mahachichis. The Mahachai betta. Or betta Mahachai.
Amber, where are you living? Are you still in Florida? I understand. You're talking about moving out of Florida. Taking what they're given. EJ, my kind of town. Yeah, it is now. Or it was then. I don't remember. There was something about the early years. But it strikes me that work or starve came out of New England colony. Scott is saying, I grew up in New England, Connecticut, New York, Mass, Maine. Avid stream fisherman. I've been stream fishing in Mass. All those fish were bread and butter. Always found biggest natives were stickles were. Nice. Yeah, I was up there. I lived in Northfield, Massachusetts, which is the town in Mass that borders New Hampshire and Vermont. All three states came together in that little town. I was there for a couple of years.
Oh, Amber says she's still in Jacksonville for a few more months at least.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We were at 7 o'clock. We've run out of time here.
Sorry, I'm so tired tonight, guys. I'm just kind of...
No, you did beautifully. Thank you so much. It just got away from us as it usually does.
Oh, we had a good time. Always have a good time. But listen, when I get moved, I'm going to have new internet. Y'all keep your fingers crossed that I'm not going to be freezing up and pixelated. And I don't know, then you might really see what I look like and I might scare everybody away. But, but I hope I can do something good when I get my very own internet. I'm going to be a big girl and have my own internet.
Let's see. Becca's saying, I've always been told New England is an amazing place to visit. Only ever personally been to Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Well, you've been to some pretty cool places.
Oh,
New
yeah.
England is its own kind of place. And it really is, particularly if you can get on the coast. It's just, it's really amazing.
You're being attacked. I think it was a fly. You're going to the Bettas. Land on me one more time.
Really, really. I lived on the Connecticut River near Covered Bridge. I absolutely did. That's right.
When
changing my tank to the father fish, should I save the water or all new water? Yeah, save the water. Have a sponge and fish. Any tips to make it easier? Just put sand in. Don't try to tear it down and put dirt in. If you want to take all the water out, you can add dirt and put sand on top of it. And then put the water back in. You can do that. That's not really that big a deal to do. And that'll work. What you got, Mary?
Oh, there's Crypt Keeper popped in. Hello.
Crypt Keeper, yes.
Oh, Grin. I'm going to have to start doing like those, doing all that makeup where you do your contour and try to make yourself look all, get the trout mouth.
There you go. Grin's got it right. All right, friends.
Love you guys.
Oh, great to be with you. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be at 8 o'clock my time. We're going to be doing a Noah Project video with Alex Williamson.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be fantastic.
So that will be especially exciting.
I would love to be a fly on the wall, on the screen.
Out there, we'll drag you up and let you park in the window.
And people don't know when I first started with Father Fish, that was kind of the magical thing. It was always me and Father Fish and Kenny, Danikin, and Aquafunk, and oh my gosh, and who else should I think besides Alex? But it was always this little group of people that came up that got me so inspired, and it's always so much fun. But Alex is a true treat. Y'all make sure to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be really wonderful. And then next Friday, I'll be back with EJ. EJ and I are going to try to put a couple of videos together this week for new people. So we need ideas. And we need
that's awesome.
About how to do this so that we can reach new people. That's the goal. I think we need the right name, the right title, and the right graphic to be able
I'll
to
see
do
if I
this.
can think up something too. I'll put my thinking cap on.
All right, we'll get you in on that too, Mary. Because you're real good with new folks too. We need to get people before they get corrupted. That's the idea. Don't get
a good
corrupted.
foundation.
Come see Father Fish before you get corrupted. Right. There you go. Don't get sidetracked.
Right.
Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye for now. See you tomorrow night. Bye all. Love you.